got another Cohiba Black. You know what I'm saying? We about to get this shit thing here started. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about how to have a successful threesome. You know what I'm saying? This is the first episode of Uptown After Dark. Shout out to the rest of the RTI fans. Shout out to Luke the Ham Skywalker. Shout out to First Lady Ramona. Shout out to Hollywood Drizzy. You know what I'm saying? That is a fam. That is a squad. You know what I'm saying? RTI always, always, always. You know what I'm saying? We got sexy stuff going on in the background. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get to the sexy stuff later. But right now we're talking about how to have a successful threesome. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to light up my cigar and I'm gonna get started. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get started. Hold on one second. Thank you, Lexi. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my lovely friend Lexi and Sweatpants and Coffee Chat. Please follow that podcast. You know what I'm saying? Please watch them. Definitely entertaining commentary. I will soon come. I will be joining the lovely Lexi for an episode of Sweatpants and Coffee Chat podcast. You know what I'm saying? So please follow them. Definitely. Big up. How y'all doing this evening? Sam. Shout out to D-Knox in the building. Always behind the scenes, making everything happen for RTI. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get started on how to successfully have a threesome. So, first and foremost, I want to say that these rules for how to successfully have a threesome are mostly for the fellas because it seems like, in 85 to 95% of these here situations, it's always the men that fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? Men be fucking it up. And you know what I'm saying, by the way, shout out to, you know what I'm saying, my shirt guy, you know what I'm saying, we got the list of the names. We got Uptown Bravo, you know what I'm saying, Uptown Brown, Ratchet Poppy, you know what I'm saying, and Mr. Receipts. You know what I'm saying? We got all the names there, you know what I'm saying, we there. You know what I'm saying? So most of these rules are for the fellas because it seems like, in trying to have a threesome is always usually the men that fuck it up, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, and there are definitely a lot of reasons why men fuck it up. Being too goddamn thirsty, you know what I'm saying? So, these are some rules, some guidelines, you know what I'm saying? Listen, none of this shit is perfected science, but listen, if you follow these will definitely, if you follow these guidelines, you know what I'm saying, that I'm about to give you guys will definitely be on the path to successfully having a threesome, you know what I'm saying? So, rule number one, have intense conversation about this here threesome. The effects of the threesome, the long-lasting effects, last longer than the actual act. I'm going to repeat that. The effects of the threesome last longer than the act. So you got to have intense conversation to make sure that you are mentally prepared for said threesome, right? You know what I'm saying? There's going to be some emotional things that's going to happen. There's going to be hopefully some great physical things that's going to happen. But if you don't prepare yourself accordingly, listen, it could either enhance your relationship and bring, a new sexual dimension to your relationship, or it can ruin your relationship. I don't want it to ruin your relationship, which is why I am trying to provide you with these guidelines. Rule number two, right? While you out here having this intense conversation about this threesome, set some boundaries for yourself, you know what I'm saying? Which means for the fellas, if your woman tell you Don't kiss. Don't kiss. If she tell you don't eat the other woman's box, don't eat the other woman's box. You know what I'm saying? Your job as this, fellas, is to make your lady feel as comfortable and as at ease as possible. So if she sets boundaries for you, follow them, adhere to them, and make sure that, you know what I'm saying, you adhere to them, because you don't, listen, especially for the fellas, like if you want this to be uh, a continuous thing, you want this to be more than a one-off, making your lady feel comfortable and making her feel at ease is definitely, you know what I'm saying, going to put you on the path for you to be able to, you know, make this happen more than once, to make this a reoccurring event, right? So follow the boundaries that she sets for you, put her at ease, make her feel comfortable, and you're golden. Rule number 3, and this is a very important rule, and once again, this is definitely directed for the fellas, right? Um, be honest with yourself. And when I say be honest with yourself, right? If you do not have the stamina to fuck the shit out of one woman, you know what I'm saying? And when I'm saying like you can't even put a solid 30 minutes in, and that's not even a long time, but if you can't put a solid, consistent 30 minutes in with one woman, don't play yourself and act like you want to have two. And I understand a lot of men, you know, this is like the ultimate fantasy for men. They want to have two women fighting over who's going to suck their dick. They want to, you know what I'm saying, have two women sucking their dick at the same time. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Appreciate you. You know, they want to have two women sucking on them at the same time. They want to, you know what I'm saying, be able to fuck two women. They want to be able to watch all of the things that's going on, you know what I'm saying? But the reality is, you know what I'm saying, if as a fella, as a guy, if you don't have the stamina to fuck the shit out of one woman, do not play yourself and act like you want to, you know what I'm saying, have two women. Do not embarrass yourself or your lady. Because listen, if your lady is basically vouching for you and saying, you know what, you can handle this, right? She believes in you. Don't let her down by, you know what I'm saying, disappointing her and you going there and you only lasting, you know what I'm saying, fucking 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? It's like a trap music song. Music nowadays don't even last, you know what I'm saying, longer than 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Most of these songs is gone after, you know what I'm saying? Don't do it, you know what I'm saying? So fellas, make sure your stamina is right. That's rule number 3. Make sure your stamina is up to par. Rule number 4, and again, this is geared to the fellas. Most of these rules is geared to the fellas. Some of them is geared towards the ladies, but this is mostly for the fellas, right? So rule number 4, allow your woman to pick the woman, right? It alleviates hours of annoying conversation about, you know what I'm saying, oh, you used to fuck this bitch, oh, you want to fuck her, blah, blah, this, blah, blah. Listen, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, like, it's an enjoyable experience, right? So, uh, you don't want to be annoyed by the question and the conversations about, oh, did you used to fuck this bitch? Oh, you know, listen, allow your woman to pick the woman, right? You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to go about this, right? And with allowing your woman to pick the woman, right? Uh, listen, right? You get to gauge her level of seriousness in the situation, right? So if you let her pick the woman, then you really get to see whether she's about this life or whether she was just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of women sometimes, you know, they feel pressure from their men to have threesomes, and they go along to just get along. You know what I'm saying? But they really don't want it, right? Um, they really don't want it. You know what I'm saying? But they do it just because they fellas want it, and then you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, if your woman is doing it just because she thinks she wants it, it's not gonna really go over the way it was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, you know, allowing your woman to pick the woman helps you to achieve the goal, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, you reduce hours of unwanted conversation about this whole situation that you're trying to create, right? Um, rule number 5, right? So just recap for a bit, right? So you had the intense conversation, you set the boundaries, was honest with yourself, fellas. You decided, you know what I'm saying, I do got to stand up for this. I can do this. I'm not going to embarrass my lady. I'm going to go in there like a champ, right? And then, you know, you allowed your woman to pick the other woman, right? Then you get to yourself to step number 5. Have a meet and greet, right? You got to have a meet and greet because you want to make sure that, you know, the vibe is going to be right. You want to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, the chemistry is going to be right between you and the 2 other ladies that, you know what I'm saying, you are dealing with. And um, before I continue on, I started this shit like all wrong. Please forgive me, right? Um, the thoughts and opinions of Uptown, Uptown Bravo, Uptown Brown, Ratchet Copy, and Mr. Receipts are solely the opinions of me and do not reflect upon anyone else. This is me giving you opinion on the how to have and execute a successful threesome based on my experiences, right? You know what I'm saying? I can only tell you on how to have a threesome with 2 women and 1 man because I've never had, you know what I'm saying, this type of threesome where it's 2 men. I don't participate in that type of activity. If you want to know how to do that based on that type of activity, you got to find another show to watch. I don't know those rules. I don't play in that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? I am a man who likes women, who hopefully likes women. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I can't tell you how to do it any other way than the other way that I am experienced in. You know what I'm saying? And the area that I am proficient in. Right? So, for anybody who's watching it, it's like, well, what about threesomes when, you know, 2 men? And listen, I don't know about that. I can't talk about that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure some of these guidelines and rules apply in those scenarios as well. But I just can't tell you about it because I don't know about it. Anyway, before I continue on, I just wanted to let everybody know that. So, have a meet and greet, right? You want to have a meet and greet. You want to make sure the vibe is right. You want to make sure the energy's right. You want to make sure the 2 ladies that, you know what I'm saying, that have been, you know, selected for this process have a chemistry, they attracted to each other, you know what I'm saying? You know, because y'all might have just talked, you know, over the phone, had a little group chat, talked about it, you know what I'm saying? But changed a couple pictures, but listen, face to face, you know, you might not be feeling the vibe, you might not be feeling the energy, you know what I'm saying? But you have a meet and greet to see whether all of that is there, right? You know what I'm saying? And listen, suggestions for a meet and greet, right? If you take a Saturday, Sunday afternoon, you go to an early brunch, you know what I'm saying, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you know, go to a nice brunch that, you know, has, you know, unlimited mimosas or bellinis or rum punch for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Y'all talk, y'all vibe, y'all chill, y'all eat. You maybe the distance is there, like you create a vibe, right? Fellas, if you're smart, you make sure you are prepared to go somewhere after this meet and greet, right? You know what I'm saying? Make sure you got a hotel room lined up. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you got, you know what I'm saying, you prepared so if the meet and greet goes well, you can go straight into the shenanigans, right? You know what I'm saying? Prepare yourself. Being prepared for this is going to be the key to being successful. So definitely be prepared. You know what I'm saying? That's my advice for the fellas. Be prepared. Rule number 6: make this shit a movie, right? Treat this like this is gonna be a once in a lifetime experience. Meaning, ladies, uh, have your hygiene right. You know what I'm saying? Shave the box, wax the box, tweeze the box, whatever the fuck you do down there. Shave it, wax it, tweeze it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you know you use all your feminine products to make sure your pH balance is good. Uh, you know, fellas, you know what I'm saying? Get some manscaping going on down there. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, throw on some lingerie. Uh, Dudes, buy some scented candles. Uh, make sure listen. You really want to go all the way? Create a music playlist. You know what I'm saying? Get you one of those little portable Bluetooth speakers that got the lights that coordinate with the sounds of the music. You know what I'm saying? You want to create a fucking vibe. You want to create a sexy ass vibe, so that way, you know what I'm saying, you can be successful, right? Listen, she drank Casamigos, have Casamigos. If one of those ladies drink Casamigos and the other one of those ladies drinks Henny, you have a bottle of Casamigos and a bottle of Henny. You know what I'm saying? One smoke regular weed, one eat edibles. You have some regular weed, you have some edibles. Do what you need to do to make sure that the ladies are comfortable and as easy as possible. It will increase. Listen, fellas, don't come in there just thinking I'm King Dingaling and I'm coming there and pull out the glizzy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna lay it down on, you know what I'm saying, all these ladies, and that's just gonna be it. You know what I'm saying? Fellas, don't go in there being no pillow princess thinking you just gonna sit there, let both of the chicks ride your dick all night, you know what I'm saying? And that's just gonna be it. Get a fucking Red Bull, make sure you took a nap earlier that day, you know what I'm saying? You coming in long and strong, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Coming in long and strong. You coming in ready to put in fucking work. If you ain't ready to come in there and put in no fucking work, then that's ladies alone waste their fucking time. Be coming there ready to put in some goddamn work, my nigga. Put in the best work you ever put in your goddamn life. You know what I'm saying? You listen, train for this shit like Mayweather train for fights, nigga. I'm just saying. See, I'm talking all this shit, my cigar done went out, you know what I'm saying? Listen, fellas. Like I said, treat this shit like this is a one of a lifetime event. Do what you gotta do. Treat it like it's a once in a lifetime event. You know what I'm saying? Be prepared, you know, like I said, get what you need. Get a playlist together, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you shave your undercrotch. Fellas, ladies, make sure, you know what I'm saying, you shave, get some lingerie, get the proper libations, get the proper, you know what I'm saying, cannabis situation right, you know what I'm saying? Like, make sure that everything is right, because, listen, it's because this could potentially be a one-off, you don't want to, you want to make this shit as sexy of a vibe as possible, so that way you can hopefully, you know, have this going on again. You don't want to just, you know what I'm saying, come in there just thinking, like I said, you King Dingling and you just want to whip out your dick, you know what I'm saying, slap it all around and, you know what I'm saying, the lady's going to be open. Nah, don't play yourself. Let's see, right? Rule number 7. This rule is subjective. I would recommend don't do this at your house, right? Because if you remember rule number 6, I said make this shit a movie, right? Get yourself a nice, sexy hotel room that maybe got you a little waterfall shower. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do it at your house. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do it at your house. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if you can create a sexy vibe at your house and they both down with it, by all means, do your thing. But listen, right? In the spirit of making this a movie, right? Maybe you decided you wanted to get some honey, some whipped cream, some candles. Maybe you had a conversation with both these ladies, and you decided that you wanted to get into some bondage shit, some BDSM. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, all I'm saying is you could get as dirty as you want in a hotel room and not have to worry about cleaning it up. So I would suggest getting a hotel room for this situation, but that is subjective. If you want to do it in your home, you feel comfortable doing it in your home, do it in your home. But I'm all about creating an aesthetic, right? Rule number 8, and this probably should have been placed as one of the earlier rules, but this is where most men fail epically. Rule number 8. Don't be fucking thirsty, right? There's some dudes, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I understand the excitement of 2 women, the excitement of new pussy, all that shit can get over, you know what I'm saying, can be a lot for fellas, right? But you're supposed to come in there poised and ready. Like I said, you train like this, like you Mayweather. You come in there like this is a prize goddamn fight. You know what I'm saying? Don't be thirsty. So if your woman say don't eat her box, don't get it in and get in the moment, and then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, you eating pussy, you eating booty, and your woman is looking at you feeling all types of way because you didn't follow the boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be, you know what I'm saying, trying to fuck this other chick better than you fuck your chick. Unless your lady, your main is encouraging that, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to make her feel away. You're going to fuck up the whole moment. You're going to fuck up the whole goddamn vibe. You know what I'm saying? Don't go in there, you know what I'm saying? You know, listen, right? Your lady might get off on seeing you pound out another chick, but you know what I'm saying? Listen, you got to think long term. You want this to be a long term situation. You want this to be something that you can hopefully repeat, whatever. You got to go in there, you know what I'm saying, smart. You know what I'm saying? You can't go in there thirsty and beast mode, pissing your lady off, and then you mad because she like, fuck you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then you got all type of drama in your relationship. You answering all type of questions that you really want to answer, and don't be thirsty. Rule number 8, don't be fucking thirsty. Rule number 9, fellas, in the spirit of being honest with yourself, right? You know your stamina better than anyone. You know your stamina better than your woman. You know your stamina better than the other one, the third party woman that's coming into the situation. So if you need to go in there and make sure that you are fully ready, and you need to beat off first and let one out first, let one out the chamber, so that way you can come in there with your long and strong nut. Because for a lot of men, the first nut is the quick one. The first one is the weak one, and then the second one, you know, and this is just real honesty man talk, right? For a lot of men, their first nut is real quick and real weak, you know what I'm saying? And then their second one is strong, right? But listen, if you, especially if you know you're the type of guy where, right, you need a good couple minutes between your first and your second to get to that good one. Listen, let one out before. Listen, if you get to the meet and greet, before you go to the meet and greet, you might want to let one off. You know what I'm saying? So that way you can come in there long and strong. Listen, right? If you really want to entice the ladies, right? As you letting that first one out, get on FaceTime with both of them. Let them both watch you beat it out. They're gonna get excited. They're gonna be like, "Ooh, look at him." You know what I'm saying? He handling his business. He jerking his dick. They're gonna get excited about it because y'all already know y'all going to fuck. You shouldn't be embarrassed about being on FaceTime jerking your dick with 2 women that have already agreed to potentially fuck you, right? So you let them watch you, let the first one out. They don't even realize that, you know what I'm saying? You trying to help yourself with this one, but you also enticing them. So it's like, listen, help me help you. You know what I'm saying? And then you get that second one out. You ready for the second one because you got the first one out and you good. So yeah, let one out the chamber. So we getting down to the last rule to how to successfully have a threesome. So before we get to that, I'm gonna recap real bit quick for some of the people that just logged on with us. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't mind. So this will do a little quick recap, shall we? Rule number 1: intense conversation about this threesome. You know what I'm saying? Because the after effects of the threesome last longer than the actual acts. Have intense conversation about this threesome. Uh, Rule number 2: within having intense conversation about the threesome, set you some boundaries, right? Make sure that you know if you don't want your man doing certain things, you let him know, so that way there's no issues. Dudes, whatever she tell you she don't want you doing, you follow through, you listen to her, you respect her boundaries, you're golden. Rule number 3, specifically for the fellas: don't play your fucking self. If you don't got the stamina to successfully handle one woman, do not attempt to handle 2. You are just simply playing yourself, wasting your time, wasting your lady's time. You're embarrassing her. Do not fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? And I know this strictly from experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I've broken most of these rules. That's how I'm able to come to you and tell you. It's like, you know, it's like, I don't remember what Jay-Z song it is, but it's just like, he said, Hov did that, so hopefully you don't got to go through that. Listen. Uptown did that, so hopefully you don't got to go through that. I'm trying to help and assist on how to have a successful threesome. Rule number 4: allow your woman to pick the woman. Save you countless hours of unwanted, unnecessary conversation. And if you allow her to pick the woman, you get to see if your woman is really about that goddamn life. You know what I'm saying? Um, and listen, even if in the process, right, your woman picks a woman that you're not necessarily happy with, just be appreciative of the fact that your woman was vulnerable enough to allow you to have this threesome and just show up and do your goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, just show up like Jada Kiss. I'm just happy to be here, you know? That's how you show up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you show up ready, you know what I'm saying, to just perform. And even if you're not 100% happy with the girl, just be happy that you get to be with two women. There's a lot of men in life that don't get the pleasure of being able to have two women at the same time. So don't, just enjoy it and be appreciative of the shit. Right? Rule number 5, have a meet and greet. You know what I'm saying? Uh, be prepared at this meet and greet to slide off and do something else. Have a room ready. Uh, Rule number 6, make this moment a fucking movie. Prepare yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get everything you need to make it comfortable. Create a music playlist. Get you one of them little Bluetooth speakers with the lights, so that way, you know what I'm saying, you can have, sexy lighting in the room. Ladies, throw on some lingerie. Make sure that, you know what I'm saying, you got, your box shaved or wax. Fellas, do some manscaping, shave, you know what I'm saying, all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? Make it a movie, you know what I'm saying? Get whatever the ladies need to, have a good night. If they need some Casamigos, they need Henny, they need weed, they need edibles, get them everything they need. You know what I'm saying? Make this a vibe. Rule number 7, I would suggest not doing this in your home. You have the freedom and the latitude to experiment with other things, whipped cream, honey, all types of other shit. You know what I'm saying? When you you're in a room that you don't got to worry about cleaning up at the end, listen, you feel a little bit more free. So I would suggest not doing this at your home. Rule number 8 for the fellas. Back to the fellas again. Please don't be thirsty. Don't fuck up this moment by being thirsty and beast moding and not listening to your lady's boundaries and trying to, you know what I'm saying, fuck this other woman better than, thank you, my brother. So, trying to fuck this lady, you know what I'm saying, better than you fucking your main lady. Like, don't fuck up the vibe, you know what I'm saying? Oh, somebody in the comments, should it be an overnight thing? Listen, I think, why not? You know what I'm saying? You can go at it for a couple of hours. Um, then y'all could take a little intermission and then take a nap and wake up and have some, some early morning fun. Why not? You know what I'm saying? I think, that since if you're not going to do it at your home, or even if you are, be prepared to make it, you know what I'm saying, an all-nighter. I would definitely suggest be prepared to make it an all-nighter. You know what I'm saying? Or, listen, you might just want to do a short stay, go in there, rock out for 4 hours, do your thing, bang, 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 keep it moving. I think, it definitely should be discussed beforehand. But, yeah, be prepared to make it all-nighter. I'm saying, thank you for that question. Anybody got any questions? You know what I'm saying? In these comments, you know what I'm saying? Please let me know. I'm here to answer all your questions. You know what I'm saying? The residential sexpert, Dr. Uptown Brown, is here to assist you. Rule number 9, fellas, let one out the chamber first. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta, you know, beat off, let one off, so that way you can come through, you know what I'm saying, and heighten your performance, then listen, do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, if you're smart, listen, preparedness is the way to go. Rule number 10, right? Um, there should be a debriefing, meaning that if you follow all these steps, the night seemed cool, you felt like it was successful, have a conversation about it, right? Have a conversation about it. Talk about what you enjoyed. Talk about what you didn't enjoy. Talk about if you were to do it again, what would be different. Maybe I want a different girl. Maybe I want to go to a different place. Maybe I want to do it, you know what I'm saying, while y'all on vacation. Maybe y'all want to do it, you know what I'm saying, whoever. Listen, right? Or talk about, it was cool. It was a one-off, but I don't really want this type of element in our relationship. I'm glad we experienced it, but now I want to close that chapter. But have a nice full debriefing, so that way you can uh, discuss everything that happened, and listen. Hopefully, that'll strengthen your relationship. You know? Have, like I said, if your relationship, first of all, let me say this, right? If your relationship isn't solid and stable, and there's no trust and shit in your relationship to start with, you should not even be entertaining the idea of having a potential threesome, right? This is for people who are in relationships who they want to add a different element to their relationship sexually, or for people. Listen, there are some people that say you shouldn't do this with your relationship. So if you just want to do this with a chick that you just fucking because you don't want the emotional attachment, right? You could do that too, right? But I think that you know, however you choose to do it, you know what I'm saying? I think that having conversations about it and making sure that there is trust. What's good, Gil? What else? What up, Cuzzo? I'm out here in Miami with fucking Ty. We celebrate his birthday. You know what I'm saying? Out here with Ty and Kula and E. You know what I'm saying? The family out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we out here in Miami. We're out here on South Beach. Uh, but yeah, listen, right? If your relationship ain't stable from the beginning, if there is insecurities, if there is a lack of trust, if there are things that could potentially uh, listen, if you have insecurity in your relationship, having a threesome will definitely expose all of your relationship insecurities, right? Because there's gonna be a pivotal moment, or potentially a pivotal moment within this threesome, right? Where you might see your mate make a face, or you might hear them make a sound that you've never seen them do while with you, right? And it might make you feel away. Listen, you as the dude, you might see the other woman eat your pussy, and then you might see her leg shaking and she reacting and she like, you know what I'm saying? And you ain't never seen your lady do that when you eat the box, and it's gonna make you feel away, right? If you're insecure, that's gonna cause problems about your relationship. But if you have trust in your relationship, and you understand that your woman is just a woman who she only really enjoys women sexually, and you don't ever have to worry about you losing your woman to another woman, then you can successfully get past that and it not cause any sort of drama or have any adverse effects in your relationship, right? Or the opposite way, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, the woman might be sitting there and she might watch the other woman sucking her man dick or riding him, and then he's making faces and he's doing all type of shit that he ain't never did before, and it might make a woman feel a type of way, right? You need listen. The reality is, if you're a woman and you watch another woman fuck your man, and you see your man have a reaction, and you think that's enough for your man to want to get up and fucking leave you, your relationship wasn't solid anyway, because sex should never make the person that you're with, that is supposed to be holding you down and love you, want to walk away from your relationship and just abandon it. Like, it should be no pussy that, especially if you're talking about, a couple who y'all have a life together, right? You guys love each other, you hold each other down, maybe you had kids, maybe uh, you guys are trying to build and curate a life together. Pussy should not make your man decide he wants to walk away from you, unless your pussy is even still. Sex should never be the thing that's going to make your person that you're with, that you love, walk away from your relationship. So this is why I'm saying your relationship has to be solid, and little to no insecurities before you even start this journey of how to have a successful threesome. Because listen, if you thinking it's going to work, if you want it to work, if you got insecurities, lack of trust, all the things that are detrimental to your relationship, it's not going to work in the first place. you shouldn't even be entertaining this idea if that's what you're worried about. But, you know, that is it. That is the rules to having a successful threesome. Um, I appreciate everybody who tuned in. This Uptown After Dark series is going to be a once-a-month series in which I talk about sex and sexual-related things. But in the meantime, in between time, you still got Uptown Radio and the musical playlist that, you know, I got going weekly on IG Live. We still have Ratchet Thoughts and Isms coming. Please follow this platform, like, subscribe, share everything RTI and everything Uptown Radio. And I appreciate everybody who tuned in. If you watched it and you liked it, share it with somebody. Let them tune in. Please hit me in the comments. Let me know what you think. I'm just trying to provide y'all with some entertaining commentary. But that is it. I'm about to sign off, and me and the rest of the squad, we about to hit up either Office or King of Diamonds. We about to see some ladies shake their ass while we out here in Miami. But peace, love y'all, appreciate everything, and let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Uptown After Dark, but like I said, once a month series where we talk about sex and sexually related things, and that is it. I am out.